Fucking Indomitus.
Fucking hell.
Right, are you ready to do this?
Damn it, split the table.
We managed to get it, and we managed to get it at like, I think it was 25% off through Darksphere. Darksphere, not sponsored or anything, but you know,
Darksphere, if you are watching this.
Darksphere sponsored in your dreams.
Yes, we have been resisting the urge to rip open this since Saturday. It is now Monday, so that's 3 days of an unopened Indomitus, and it's about damn time.
And then
Rip it open, rip it open. You're a 12-year-old and it's Christmas. Come on.
that was never my thing. I was always very careful to.
There we go. And the reason it's heavy is because it's got a fucking book in it.
I'm gonna do a cheeky zoom.
Cheeky zoom!
Ding.
Is he like staring at my gut?
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, he's a space marine. He's judging you.
Okay.
Yes.
We've got some artwork to start off.
Pretty bit of art.
So apparently we've got a bunch of fucking space marines. Oh, they've got some dead dude. Is that the Emperor? I'm assuming that's got to be the Emperor, right?
No! I think that's a... Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think they're putting the man in a dreadnought.
Oh, okay.
At least I think. Or they're just preparing Steve for his shield bearing.
Oh, yeah. It's, Steve, yeah.
Steve from HR.
Um,
It's no one important.
So that's very Space Marines-y.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... I'm assuming that's all Primaris or something,
Oh,
right?
probably.
Straight off, we got sprues.
Yep. That C of plastic.
That's your bikes.
They are substantially bigger than I like. Primaris stuff has always been a bit bigger than the bog standard Space Marine shit, but they are substantially like good 25% bigger than the odd Space Marine bikes, which I'm not a huge fan of bikes, but hey, these things look like they would take to a wall like a bulldozer. Like, who needs tanks when you've got an 8-foot tall man on a bike? Yeah.
That is fair. Yeah.
Not a huge amount on the other side, but
So,
as you can see, they are all snap fit kits, which is quite nice. Wouldn't call them easy to build, but you know, snap fit. So then it's sort of in between, really.
how many of those you got? 3?
3 bikes,
Yeah.
yeah. So
1, 2, and 3.
and 3, yeah.
Oh! Okay, oh, that's cool. So this dude, he comes with like a dead Necron already
Yeah.
ready to go on the base. Oh, look. And we've got Steve, guys. We've got Steve.
Steve.
Not sure if you can see Steve.
That's canon now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve.
Yes, our channel of 6 subscribers has that much power.
Yeah.
In effect, the cannon.
And then on the other side, we've got what I think is a Necron Lord. Scorpec Lord.
I think that might just be... Yeah, it might be a Scorpec Lord.
Yeah, you got another dude with a shield on your
Yeah,
side.
that's probably your lieutenant, and your... I can't remember what the equivalent is, because Saturday there was another stream going, hey, 9th edition is out officially, and they announced that the Sisters of Battle, nuns with guns, are getting their own lieutenant, and I'm like, okay, cool. So every army's getting one?
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of cool, kind of nice to see that, you know.
And here we've got probably one of the stars of the show for Necrons, the Scorpec destroyers.
Oh yeah, when I
At least one of them, maybe 2.
yeah, when I first saw those, I was like, I want Necrons now.
Of course you do.
Like, yeah,
Like everyone.
I've wanted to play a Imperial army for a while. So
Oh, so here we've got the Canoptech, what are they called, reconstructors? Those things. The hulls actually come pre-damaged. Like,
oh yeah,
they're not brand new. They're they're textured.
Quite a bit on there because I see a bit of, I think it's called a Plasmancer.
Yes.
The lanky floating dude.
More. I think this is our warriors. Warriors and some scarabs. Oh, the scarabs look cool.
Yeah, is it wrong if I say they look adorable?
I don't think it.
They look actually
Wrong
kind
to
of
say that.
adorable. I just want one in my bed. I know it probably radiates horrible amounts of, ionizing radiation. Just
Yeah.
that little.
And the fact that its mandibles can tear through a fucking tank armor.
Yeah, it's like no, don't like that.
Yeah. More of the same. Warriors. They actually seem taller than previously.
Yeah, they
Lankier.
They do look. It does look to me like Games Workshop have brought them up to scale with the Primaris. So.
And at last, they don't look like they're missing their horse, which really annoys me.
Yeah.
They look like they're in a mid squat.
Yeah. Just like with the Plasmancer and all that, you've got your Necron elites. We here have our Space Marine elites. So we've got our standard for our ancient. Steve's on the shield, so Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Jeff?
Yeah.
Jeff here.
You guys are so creative with names.
Yeah, I know they're in like Gravis armor with melter rifles, not melter guns because that would be too simple.
Mm-hmm.
Melter rifles, they're longer. They're rifles for reasons. Though their rules are cool. If you select a single target, they get to shoot twice, which is great for anti-vehicle. Blade Guard veteran shields here, which, as someone who's more Space Wolfy, I don't know what I'll do with those. For this kit, I'll probably just use them, but when they come out in their multi-part plastic form, I will probably go on the hunt for some Space Wolf shields. The Judicia, I think I want.
Yeah. He's in agreement.
Even the people outside are excited for Indomitus. So this dude with his baller trench coat, which is just edgelord as anything.
Yeah, he's basically just an executioner.
Yeah, he
Square blade.
There's this big executioner sword, which I love the look of these swords. What this will be your introduction to your narrative, as well as all the data sheets for all your minis. Annoyingly, from what I've seen in other videos and from what Games Workshop showed off, the data sheets are all in the same book, which is annoying.
Yeah.
If you're like me and Rhone here, we're sharing this box. Instead of, having, hey, here's your Space Marine side, here's your Necron side.
Yeah.
It's all in one book, which is nice for someone who, like me, who just, I don't care what army it is, I will consume lore like some kind of starving animal.
Like a sponge.
Yes. I am the lore sponge.
The lore sponge.
The Unholy Bible. I'm not quite sure why Chaos is here.
That appears to be Abaddon the Despoiler versus Rowboat Gilliman, or as I like to call him, Rowboat Girly Man, because, let's be honest. And, ooh.
A bunch of screaming faces.
Screaming faces. That's
very
very 40k.
Very Game of Thrones.
And a bit Game of Thrones.
I'm not gonna go through all this because we'll be here for 6 years. So
this, I think, is something like a 390 odd page rulebook.
yeah,
It's big.
Wait, that's just a rule book?
No, half of it, mind you, is lore,
yeah.
Okay.
and the other half is the rules.
Also, bear in mind it's an entirely new edition,
I see.
so it's
Okay.
rules for the entire edition.
This was meant to come out in June.
Mm-hmm.
They were meant to announce it at Adepticon at the end of March, and it was meant to come out in June. That's why they rushed this thing through a bit.
This, to me, literally putting these two on the cover tells me that there's going to be more related to these guys in 9th edition.
I mean, Chaos versus Imperium is sort of the basic crux of 40k anyway.
Yeah.
It's what most people, even before I knew what 40k was, I'd sort of seen bits of the Chaos Marines and standard Imperial Space Marines. So it's
Ooh, you got Space Wolves
A huge,
stickers.
yeah.
Oh, they're stickers.
The
They're
transfer sheets.
Yeah, they're water slide decals.
Only Space Marines get transfer sheets
Yeah.
of this edition.
I
'Cause
mean,
they're special.
you look at the detail.
Yeah,
on those
well,
Necrons now.
well, you get fucking Steve. I don't get no Steve.
Ah.
So hidden away in the bottom of the box, we have some bases, because you know you need shit to put your minis on
Yeah,
when you're done building them.
that's a lot of minis.
That is a lot. This is just to put it together. First page that I go to, Scorpec Destroyers.
Necky boys.
These guys will be absolutely fucking terrifying. And I'm pretty sure they've got anti-tank with their machete things. On this side, we've got the Overlord. That's what I pointed out earlier. I thought it was the Scorpec Lord or whatever, but it's not. It's just an Overlord. But basically, I just want to point out how few steps there are. It's literally stick the body to his weapon and then stick his chest and his arm and his head together and stick them together, then his other arm, and you're done. Whereas with literally the Overlords that I was doing the other day, they were pretty much like a whole page each, or at least more like fine-tuned little steps. Whereas the size of these pieces is literally shoulder to toe of mini.
No!
Oh no! The sacred.
The sacred.
The sacred.
Oh no, they're sacred. I have found your guy who's carrying a hand, and it is not a Necron hand. It is a skeleton hand that's held together with bands of iron.
Yeah, he's just walking around with a skeleton hand, like he's just,
It's
he's got
probably
his
some
banner, and he's just gonna walk up to your Necron Overlord and just go, pig slap!
Yeah. It's probably some like priest hand or something.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to. Yeah, it's got to be the dude's hand that's on the banner.
That's a white scar, iron hands, imperial fists, dark angels, salamanders,
Blood angels.
blood angels. Not gonna do that for the whole thing.
Necrons.
And we get on the long side of the box, we get just Necrons. And I love how this dude's too big to fit the entire model.
He's so fucking tall.
Because he's meant to stand something like that or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can literally. If I just grab the sprue, he's roughly about this tall. Compared to other stuff. Okay, we pause while the camerawoman tries to have a drink of water. Just to kind of go back to what we get in there, it's not even. I'm not just talking about the minis. The minis alone, to me, is worth the 40-something quid that we paid each.
Yeah.
For sure.
The rule book alone is 40 quid.
Exactly, if not more, depending on where you fucking get it. And we get to share that book. Oh, it's actually got a silk ribbon in it.
Yeah.
That's a sexy book.
I genuinely want to show you like 20, 30 quid and just like,
No.
I want it.
If you want to fight for custody, you have to get a lawyer.
Custody of the baby.
And this is like our kind of story introduction, isn't it?
Yeah. I think they call it the Pariah Nexus.
The Edge of Silence Warzone Pariah?
Yeah.
The Pariah Nexus.
That's.
That's
yeah.
the
Oh,
Pariah
it's
Nexus.
just. Yeah. Oh, it tells you where it is in the galaxy. That's really cool. Yeah. Because that's one thing that I adore about Warhammer is the galactic map, and especially 8th and 9th edition where it's been changing.
The value that we got from this is just fantastic,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Even if you just buy it at retail from Games Workshop, the
Yeah.
value's ridiculous.
Yeah. And we got it even better.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Now that we've got it open, it's like, Oh my god.
Yeah, like I'm kind of like easing into it now. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, is that it? But then it's like, oh yeah, that is it. 'Cause that actually makes sense.
Because that's.
But like, literally, they've managed to fit all of our sprues and everything
Yeah.
onto. All these units fit onto 3.5 sprues for me.
How many is it in total?
How many what?
How many like individual minis?
Oh yeah, let's get to that. So,
Yeah.
Necrons is 37,
Mm.
because it was 31 and then plus the 6. Oh, there you go, it actually says, including 61 Citadel miniatures. So, Necrons get over half of that lot.
Yeah.
They get majority. But to be fair, you get more point value per model.
Yeah.
And they're going to be multiple wound models as well. They're not
Space
gonna
Marines
be
are like
fucking
2 wings.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking laugh when I fucking throw my Annihilator barge at them. You know when you're opening all your Christmas presents and then you get to the end and it's like, oh, that's the end. I want more. I want more.
And you'll get
But
more.
that's the point though. That's the
Yeah.
whole point of GW and
I mean,
that kind of stuff.
I wouldn't even say that's the point of GW. I think that's just the hook of miniatures collecting.
Yeah.
I think regardless of whether you play a miniatures game like this or a skirmish game, or if you just collect individual miniatures for the sake of putting them together and painting them,
Mhm.
there's always that more.
Yeah.
It's not even that it's a marketing tactic.
I think that's called addiction.
That's called addiction, and it is.
That's addiction cells.
And put your hands up if you're addicted to miniatures or painting miniatures. Yeah. Yeah.
And the only reason that I buy fucking Warhammer is because it's licensed and you can't 3D print them legally.
Wow. Nothing to do with I liked the hobby, so I
Well,
want to support.
And to be fair, it's very different. You get things on sprues, you build them. Like it's the whole thing of this is my baby now. It comes in a nice new box and it comes on a sprue and I get to sit there and build it from the ground up and then I get to paint it and then I get to completely and utterly destroy it in my mind on a table with my friend.
I think
That's it.
You get the pleasure of putting blood, sweat and tears into it.
Yeah,
it's in some cases literal blood. I was opening. It wasn't even on a bit of. I think it was on a bit of sprue, but
yeah.
I was opening a bag for. I think it was this Gundam kit here, and I nicked my finger on a bit of the sprue because the bag was just really just tight and it wouldn't open the way I expected, and I bled like mad from that. I didn't expect it. But the actual anime sucks. But the abridged series, that's my preferred canon, and through it I've gone like, yeah, I like Sword Art Online.
Yeah. I am currently finishing up this box, building my warriors. Then I will be tackling this and assembling whatever the fuck I choose. I'll probably go for the single model unit, so the warlords, the overlords, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they've basically got like a brass / bronze and green theme going on. I'm gonna switch that to a black and bronze / brass, so that the armor plates are black with brass mechanics inside, and the green bits are going to be what is basically red but going to orange, as if it's hot metal. All of these fades and nice highlighting and stuff I can't do, but I'm gonna try.
I mean, you know they took a day to paint each Necron warrior individually.
Yeah.
Cause,
Could you imagine this? That probably took something like a whole week.
Yeah.
Are your Indomitus dudes gonna have the same theme as your Space Wolves that you recently got?
I'm thinking, yeah.
Same
Like,
theme.
I'm not sure whether I want to make them black or like a dark subdued grey. I don't want the modern like I'm not a huge fan of the modern Space Wolf look. It's grey, but it's a very blue grey.
Yeah.
And I'm just, as much as I love, as I said yesterday, leaning into the cartoony, pulpy look of Warhammer, especially modern Warhammer, I'm just not a fan. Which is why I rather than going, hey, I'm just gonna go successor chapter, because A, that means I can have fun with paint schemes and livery and all those things.
So, which of these do you think you're more likely to kind of go for? Probably like this.
Probably that.
The black kind of thing.
Yeah, the Iron Handsy dude.
Yeah. But just to give a kind of final first impressions review type thing, it's really hard for me to actually give one, because my only thing to reference from is the bundle that I recently got.
Yeah, yeah.
And compared to that, I think it's probably around about the same mark, if I'm not including the, oh look, it's brand new and shiny hype.
Yeah.
Because that's the main reason why you buy this stuff, is
Oh
because
yeah,
of that.
yeah.
But if I go for like whether it's actually good and stuff, I think the sprues themselves look really fucking good.
Yeah.
There's some really huge like pieces in there. Like I was saying, I think it was the Reanimator. Like one piece is literally like this big,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and that's half of the thing on its own.
When the multi-part kit comes out, that's gonna be a ball ache to make. I think.
Oh yeah, they're probably gonna come in like in their own things. They'll probably come in a box like this, where you'll get like maybe one Reanimator, one Plasma Sight, and then some.
Oh yeah.
Squad.
They're almost definitely gonna be redoing the Star Collecting boxes
Oh yeah.
because yeah.
Well, they've got to, don't they?
Yeah. Not least because the Necron Warriors.
Yeah. I've got a bunch of Immortals and Deathmarks pieces and stuff left over. All I need is some legs, and I have some Warriors, so I might use Warrior legs, but then I don't want my Immortals to be like fucking squatting the entire time and looking derp.
Yeah.
At the moment, first impressions, if I was to give a number out of 10, like 5 being just like perfectly like, it's okay, it's average, it's minimum requirement for like, you know, being monetary value.
Yeah.
I would probably give this, I want to say an 8.5 out of 10, but that's only that low in my opinion because I don't understand a lot of stuff about Warhammer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would probably give it a 9. In fact, I'm probably actually change my rating to a 9 based on the value. Like 40 odd quid for all that stuff, and you think about the Scorpec destroyers on their own as a unit, they're going to be like 30 odd quid.
Yeah, they're going to be 25, 30 odd quid.
And then you've got everything else that's in there, that's extra. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 on that. It loses a few decimal places for like
Fucking
not having a transfer sheet for Necrons. We'll come back to that in a sec.
that probably picked up on
Molly kids.
Yeah.
Just douche.
Done. Leave that in. Leave that in.
It's true, just like you start a conversation, then it tree branches into all sorts of procrastinated conversation.
In almost every like discussion, talk show type thing I've done, this has happened.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
This is just part of filming.
Generally, you're just happy with it.
Love it.
Any cons? Like,
I don't know cons, but I know they said, yeah, this isn't for beginners. I still would have liked some dice, and not even, like, just, like, it's not something that's a deal breaker for me. It's like, yeah, we've already got dice. But I do think a lot of new people are going to be getting into the game.
yeah.
But at the same time, I'm sort of happy because the dice that normally come in these boxes aren't great.
Mhm.
And it's sometimes better to just walk into your local friendly store and go, I just got into this game, I need dice.
Yeah. I feel like I do actually agree with you. I feel like there should have been possibly more like miscellaneous things to do with actually playing the game. Like tokens for things like objective markers perhaps, or just I don't know, just things.
And those sort of things have never been a big thing in Warhammer.
Yeah.
They try to do tokens for things, but no one bought them.
Yeah.
And most people that have objective markers, they'll either buy GW's proper nice looking ones, or they'll make them themselves, rather than using shitty bits of cardboard that are going to get lost in a month.
I feel like this is a very solid box.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Like, perfect for me and you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think, well, I guess not perfect then, but to make it perfect, it would probably just be Death Guard.
I mean, I like Warhammer. If you just said, hey, you've got 20 minutes to get as much shit as you can from Games Workshop, and it's all free. Yeah, I don't care. I just enjoy
Supermarket Rush or whatever.
I just enjoy the product that they make. Like, I'm not so huge on the fantasy stuff, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Either way, I feel like we have come to an end of this very long tangent.
Half an hour ago.
Again, I'm sorry, Sophie.
Sophie
I'm
behind
sorry.
the camera.
I'm sorry myself.
As long as you don't
having
replace
to-
me with Necrons, I'll be okay.
I mean, and this is the whole box. Is why I'm so fucking happy is because there is more variety. Like everything in this box is fucking new. Like even the old warriors are new. They've got new guns, options anyway, and they've got new sculpts.
Yeah.
They're just better. Like everything is new, and that's what I love because I get bored when it comes to using like the same thing over and over again, and that is starting to happen in Magic the Gathering a bit. But
Oh, shocker!
What?
Shocker!
It's almost
Eldrazi
like
deck 24/7.
Almost like you use a broken deck.
Shocker!
it's not actually as broken as I thought it was. I did a bit of research, and apparently there's like a whole heap of mythical cards that can do the craziest stuff.
Mythical.
Like they hit you and you exile 4 permanents. Like, and they're like 12 12s, and they do insane stuff. Either way, different video.
Me
Different
and Scott are
series.
just salty with your stupid Eldrazi deck.
Yeah, like, if you are watching this, thank you. It means a lot. This is just a little thing that we're doing. Just we were kind of recording a few videos anyway. We enjoy Warhammer. You know what to do. If you enjoy it, express your enjoyment so we know you enjoy it. If you didn't, tell us why you didn't. Whatever.
Yeah,
Do whatever you fucking want to do. Also, open a window when you're gluing stuff together.
Yeah.